everyone, it's Ryan from Ryan Plans. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back to my channel. Today is the April flip through of 2024 in Sterling Inc.'s Common Planner B6. Alright, so let's get started. I have been using my inbox extensively and now it's flooding with all the sticky notes. I had people ask me about this. The sticky notes are actually from Vistaprint. So what I do is I get the freebies from Sterling Inc. and then just make it into custom sticky notes from Vistaprint. I think you are allowed to do that as long as you don't like resell it and just use it for individual like personal purposes. But that's how I've been printing it. So like I don't print it myself because I use tons of sticky notes here and there. So anyway, that is how I do my sticky notes for Sterling. I have a lot of different things in here. Just wanted to mention that really quick before we move on. Here is my quarterly page. I think I already said this in the previous video, but I ended up not feeling the last half of the April because whenever I get busy, my health goes down and then my mood goes down, and I just didn't feel like filling this out. I just was doing pretty much minimum when I got busy. So that's why these are left blank. So I'm doing something else for the May. The right page is my trackers, mostly beauty stuff. I've been keeping it pretty consistent, and I have been filling this out no matter how busy I was. So I did get to fill out the whole month. Okay, moving on to April monthly. This is the first month in B6 that I have moved all my important events and dates onto it. I also added my skincare routine, and I also added like when I upload my YouTube videos just for my reference. But as you guys can see, towards the end of the month, I've been fairly busy again. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but this desk is a brand new desk. My desk broke down. I have a little space in my bedroom that in the corner that I have been using it for like planner and journal purposes. So I basically used the desk that I used for something else like previously, and it was just sitting there. So I used it, but it was so small that I bought like bunch of mini shelves from Amazon so that I can like put everything in it. And basically it broke down because it just had way too much stuff. Like I had so many heavy notebooks and things like that on the shelves, and it just couldn't hold up to the weight capacity of things that I put on top of. Anyway, so the desk broke down, I think it was last week. Yeah, last week my desk broke down and I just couldn't do anything about it. So I had to buy this new desk. Then I got it from Pottery Barn. It's called like a workbench. It was like the cheapest one, and the reason why I actually got this instead of like the actual like fancy desk is because this has a weight capacity of 1,000 pounds. As soon as I saw that, I was like, okay, this is it. This is the desk. And I've set it up. It's holding up really well. Everything's all stable and nice. I'm really, really happy with it. I actually took pictures of like my new desk setup on Instagram. But anyway, yeah, that's why you're seeing a new desk like tabletop here. It's very glossy and woody, so I love it. But the only thing is it sort of glares the light. So I tried to set it up so it doesn't glare up. So that is why it's a new desk. Okay, moving on to April weekly. So the April weekly has been another like testing month for me because I had to move my yoga, my weekly tracker, and my social network tracker in here. And so I basically tried to move this around, trying to fit it to like perfectly. This first week, it didn't really work out because I just did not have enough space for the finance. otherwise, everything fairly well worked out. So I've changed it. So for the second week, I decided to try something else and I put it perpendicular to like everything else as far as the yoga and weekly tracker. This was the worst layout for me, you guys. I just did not like writing like like this and then having to turn around my planner to write and then go back to it. So this is the worst layout for me. I just did not like having to like turn around my planner in between. And so yeah, this didn't work out, but I eventually moved my YouTube and Instagram um, tracking up here because it didn't need enough like a lot of space. So that's where it's residing from now on. Other than that, was fairly quiet week. And then the week after that, this is when like my life got really busy. So it's being very filled up. This weekly didn't work because I just didn't have enough space for Happy Meal. So I ended up having some of the Happy Meal moved on to this side. So I did not like that. But so yeah, I changed it again after that to the next week. I tried moving the daily yoga like under the work inbox, and then I had plenty of space for Happy Meal here. One thing I did not like about this weekly layout is that see the weekly tracker is about that small, whereas the whole half of the column is there's like too much space both on the left and right. So I felt like this was kind of like floating on top of the layout, like instead of like part of the actual layout, if you know what I mean. So I did not like this layout either because of that weekly tracker just sort of like not fitting exactly. And so the week after that, this was the last week of April, starting May, another busy week. But what I did was I sort of pushed this half column, like you see that half column, I moved it towards the left so that the weekly tracker is like exactly like it fits exactly here. And I put the daily yoga in the middle, but then again, the Happy Meal, I just did not have enough space. So basically, April was like a failed tryout of different layouts, like from here and there, trying to figure out like where should go which should go where, basically. But I finally figured out after a whole month of trial and error. This is this week. I know it's May, but I wanted to just show you this. I have a weekly tracker here, which is exactly same as the last week, but I moved the daily yoga onto the right side, like under, like on top of the weekly review. So this is good because sometimes my like yoga name, like I have been skipping it quite a lot like lately, but it gets pretty long sometimes. And also because I have more than half of the space, like the lengthwise, that I think it's okay if I have a little bit of a less rows in terms of the weekly reviews. I have enough space for the Happy Meal. I'm not touching anything for finance and work inbox. So if I need to use a whole column, I can do that. So I think this layout is going to be like the finalized, like my perfect layout, like until I need to add something or take something out. But yeah, so basically April was like a lot of trial and error, but I finally figured out like what I want. And so that is what I'm going to do. Again, my YouTube and IG trackers on the left, like this little spot. I used to decorate this area in the past like this, but then yeah, I'm using it for something else. So basically for all the others, I've been just putting stickers after I'm done. Like if you see from all my April like weeklies, you'll see like a bunch of stickers here and there. This one, I think I actually put this afterwards too, but all the stickers that you see, I put it after I fill out the whole weekly. That way I know like which area has enough space for what stickers, basically. So yeah, that is what I did in terms of stickers. So you can actually put the stickers before and then sort of work around it. But I wanted to make sure I had enough space for everything since I'm fitting so much stuff in it. So that is what I did in terms of weekly. Moving on to the daily notes section. This is the cover page that I made with you guys. I decided to put important notes here. I wanted to do a shopping list here. This ended up not working because I just needed a lot of more space. So basically what I did was like, if you see my weekly again, here, let me go back. I only write the store name and the amount here, but I wanted to basically have like a list of exactly like what kind of products from the store that I got, whether it was from like Amazon or like a different like stores. But this just wasn't enough space for me, I realized. So yeah, this has been moved somewhere else. I'll talk about it in a bit. But here's the April vellum. I really, really love the April stickers from Sterling Ink. It was really, really pretty. Loved it. My journal starts from the 1st of April here, and it continues. And I don't really have like amazing handwriting with the cursive. Like I don't like make it pretty or anything, but once you fill out the whole spread, it looks fairly nice. It looks okay. Oh, and I wanted to mention this. So I started whenever I needed to write like a little bit of a note here and there, like on that day. I don't have any space on the weekly for like other like note section, right? So I've been writing it basically in my note section, like with my journal. But the way I did it is that I used the print font with the Desmos black ink, so it sort of like pops out more, like it shows a lot more like compared to the journal. So I really liked it. So I've been putting some of like notes here and there in between my journal, like anytime that I needed to do a note section. And I really like that. I'm very happy that all my journaling is done in brown inks, and then like this black ink, it really shows in terms of like a color difference. So I like this idea. So I think I'm going to continue to do this whenever I need to do like a little bit of a note here and there. I'm gonna use the Desmo that I use for the planner section, and then use the black ink to write down the notes. And then I will continue to do all my journalings with brown inks, like different colors throughout. And it's still going to basically show the difference. So that's how I have kept up with my journals. I had a little bit of space here that I didn't know what to do, so I just put another wish list down. Yeah, and so that is the April flip through of my B6. This has been my main planner for April. I really liked having like one planner system for everything, but I did wanted to show you one more planner. Here is the Common Planners N2. I didn't know what to use this for until commented and told me that you could use it as like a tracker. So I basically didn't do anything in the front, like in terms of like a quarterly page here. Like I didn't do anything here, but I did put all the dates, like all the happy meals and anything that's related to the finance wise. I have put down the dates here. I don't think I actually updated some of this, but so I have to. But anyway, moving on to the weekly. This is where I really utilize the planner. So this is what I mean. If you see here, I've done so much shopping in Amazon during April. So Amazon. So like I have 4 different Amazon orders, and I like to know like what I got in different Amazon orders, especially because they don't always ship everything together in one order. So this sort of kind of helps me like figure out like what order goes to what, and how much it was and things like that here. So I've been kept up with it. The only thing I did not like about having this kind of list, because I've always kept this list in bullet journaling, is that this just doesn't have enough space. So basically, like if you look here, like my 11th, like I just didn't have enough space, so I ended up like writing more down here, and it just continues and things like that. And in terms of the right side, this setup has been already done before I decided to make this finance planner. So I just wrote like my wish list here and there. on the right side. And so that's what I've been doing. So on the left side, I've been using it as a list of everything that I order, and then using the wish list on the right. But like I said, it had a little bit of a problem. So what I'm going to do in terms of like the layout for May is that I've made a little columns here. So I'm gonna do exactly the same thing as I used to do when I did use this as a main planner. So all the important dates that are related to the finance are gonna go in here. And then I'm gonna do another finance log. So since it's a finance planner, I'm gonna write store name and then the amount that I pay for on the right side of it. And all the list, like all this stuff is basically gonna go on the right side. So it's gonna go on here, like from anything that I order from 6th of the Monday through 12th, I'm gonna write like the store name, the amount, and then like the list of everything that I got from that store, basically. So it's gonna be like just chronological orders like that. And so I'm really happy how this is sort of coming up together on May. And so, but yeah, that's how I've been using this planner as a finance planner. And then here, let me just put this really quick here before we move on. Again, I made the cover page for April. I am not doing this starting May because I'm not using it like as a monthly notes kind of sections. But this is just like pretty much has been like mostly like just general, like I've updated some stuff from different stores for in terms of wish list and all that. And I'm just gonna use this as like a note section, just like any kind of notes, like whether it's like a wish list or like things that I want to like research more, like in terms of products and stuff, are gonna go in here. But it doesn't really has to be like dated, basically. So these are not like date specific, and that is why I'm not doing this cover page anymore. But I'm just gonna use it freely as whatever I need in terms of like finance and stuff. I actually have like a meeting with my finance advisor for my retirement tomorrow. So any of the meeting notes are gonna go in here and things like that. So it's not just in terms of shopping, but anything that's related to the banks, finance, all that stuff. So any like investments that I make, it's gonna go in here. So it's gonna be pretty private. I'm really happy with how I'm using this finance planner. I love it so much that I wish like I could continue this throughout the years. But the only thing is I just do not like having two different planner systems. It's just not me. Like multiple planner is just not working. So maybe I might have to combine all of this onto this main planner next year. But this year, this is how I'm using it, because I already have this empty planner that I won't be using unless I use it as a finance planner. I just found the purpose for the planner that I'm not using anymore, and I'm really happy about it. But anyway, so this is how I'm keeping my two different planners in terms of everything of my life in it. I do have, and then I have 5-year diary. I've been keeping track of it pretty well. This diary is one. So this is a diary that I will always backtrack and back journal so that I have entries on every single day. I've been doing pretty good, but I wanted to show you, not my daily sections, but so this is my photo diary that I've showed you guys. And yeah, I did update a little bit in March and April. So they are kind of coming together. I try to do at least one photo diary per month or more. So it's coming out pretty nice. I'm really happy with it. The sticker, the photo sticker that I use for this is Canon Selfie Square. So it's fairly thin. It prints out really good quality photos. I really like that. The only one thing is if you want to print like elongated one sort of style, you can't really do that. Well, you can, but you need to like cut it out and stuff. So that's one thing I don't like about it. I think I might buy like Ivy, the Canon Ivy as well in the future, but we'll see about that. But yeah, other than the 5-year diary, so here's the 2 different planners that I'm keeping for throughout the whole 2024. I don't think I'm gonna make any changes, but you never know, so I'm not gonna make any promises. Anyway, yeah, that is all for today. And also, I just wanted to mention that I got a new video lighting kit, you guys. So it's actually like, what time is it right now? I think it's about 6 o'clock. My bedroom is fairly dark when the sun goes down, like after 3 o'clock. So it really limited like what time I had to film my video, because otherwise the video came out way too dark for even with like all the editing stuff. Like the video came out way too dark and it just wasn't aesthetically pleasing. So I ended up getting a video lighting kit. So right now, like I am sweating because it's so hot, even though all of them are LED light. But yeah, I can finally film at nighttime or like anytime I want now. That I think I'll be able to have more flexibility in terms of filming and things like that. So I'm really, really happy. Yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update on my desk new setups and all that stuff. But I'm very, very happy and pleased with how everything has uh, been, like how everything came out. And so my lighting kit came actually yesterday, and so I've been testing it yesterday, and I tested it at like 11 o'clock at night, and it came out really well. So I'm super excited about that. Um, what else? Oh yeah, the next video, I promise it is the ink, another fountain ink video. I'll be bringing the like series of brown inks, so watch out for that. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed watching my April flip through. Thank you guys so much for watching today, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.